It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday already. Come say hello. Let me know how it's going. Let me know what you're doing. Let's go. I need to remove the Dave cam. Thought about that. How you doing? Hey, Shaq. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Just firing up a couple of bits before we go racing. This week is a busy week, you know that? There's Bathurst, there's Monza, there's Nürburgring. You're doing Rookie MX. What's it? Mazda MX-5. Mazda's at Spa. Good week. I knew what you meant. As soon as you said MX, I thought he's not doing motocross. No one does motocross for girls. Motocross for girls. I'll tell you what you haven't got. Yeah, one. Got a talkity-tickety chat. See who's on there as well. And let's open up a dirty feed. Dirty. Turn the volume down. Bit of that. Did you see my call for assistance on YouTube and TikTok in regards to come racing tomorrow night? You want to come join us, Shaq? We go up against Robin Racing. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. Muto, thanks for joining. Factis, how's it going? Hope you're well. Muto, thanks very much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Hey, it's GR86s on Brands Hatch. What is my iRacing? Currently, it's in the gutter at the moment. It's normally about 2,000. At the moment, it's about 1,700. Hey, sick. Silk. Hope you're well. The gutter at the minute. No, Brands Hatch isn't free, but Thursday night, 8 o'clock. So before we do that, we're doing a free car, free track. You can always come race with us free. Free car, free track every Thursday night. 8 p.m. Shaq. 8 p.m. UK. That's 9 p.m. Central European time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. You can always come join us on a Thursday. You don't need any skill. You don't need anything else. You don't need to buy anything for the first race. Always a free car, free track. You'll be at work. 8 p.m. Are you in different time zone? Good luck, Silk. EST. Hi, Kieran. How's it going, son? Kieran, I need you to come join me tomorrow night. We need to kick, our team needs to kick Robin Racing's team. So I need to, I'm calling all cars. You'll be there. Good man. You sign up to the sim grid, and then what we'll do is we'll have a livery. Give you a livery to use. He wants us to have liveries like teams. It is in Discord, yes. Delivery isn't in Discord yet. I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out probably lunchtime. Morning, Jerry. You know something? Sure, it's getting warm. I'm sure it's getting warmer. I'm putting the fan on already. If anybody in the UK knows an air conditioning guy, can you hook me up? Hook a brother up. Where are we? Name of the game? Day is it? It's Wednesday! That was too bright. Master Daddy, how's it going? Sim Magic's posting a lot of stuff, aren't they? They got a lot of new stuff coming up, I believe. I believe Sim Magic have a lot of stuff. Apparently, it's going to be 18 degrees Celsius at Silverstone today. Apparently. Kieran, what do you know about Forsetti? Talk to me about what you know about Forsetti. Some super secret club or something. No, I'm not Dave Cam. Real Madrid, thanks very much for following. I do appreciate it. Hey, JWL, hope you're well. $17 in Belfast, but will feel like 9. Kieran, come into the Discord, will you? If you can chat, come chat in the Discord. Your acidic sarcasm beats my standards. Have I ever driven a Gen 3 supercar? What, an iRacing? Yeah, I really struggled with it. Full diff.
I was being serious. That's what they're doing.
Are they really doing that?
Yeah. That's basically what it is. They're trying to find sim racers.
Good morning, by the way.
They are trying to basically find the fastest sim racers in the UK and develop them and get them into real cars.
Doesn't everybody know that that's James Bolden?
Well. Yeah, I'm not sure much behind it. I think it's a bit of a money grab, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you know Darren. Darren Cox did really well out of it. Darren sold the rights for Gran Turismo, and he was behind. I was working with Nissan at the time. He was behind GT Academy.
I'm not in.
And he was behind World's Fastest Gamer.
My voice isn't in your stream, is it?
Yeah, I can dig it out.
Oh, yeah, I want to totally.
Okay, hang on a second. We do it after the race? Stay in the stream for the minute?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
When do they normally post the GT3 schedule? The GT3 schedule is available if you go in and click on the GT3 schedule, click on GT3 and click schedule, it's available every season. The start of the season, they'll post the schedule. And they posted it as a PDF as well. You don't have to go into each and every race series.
So I've joined Conco's Discord, but I can't connect into the SimGrid thing.
You can't connect into the SimGrid.
So it says join the community Discord. I've joined it, but I can't.
That's weird. I haven't done it myself yet, so I have to have a look. You're dropping in and out as well, so I don't know where your mic is.
Sorry, the mic's on the side of the room. We're looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I probably need
Hey,
to.
look, crashes before the start-finish line. 3-car, 4-car pilot. You guys are wonderful. It's unbelievable. Blinkers, crashers, guys coming out of the pit lane. It's only GT3. I think they should make GT3 A license.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, there we go. I've done it. I connected.
You're in. Cool.
It's paid. It's a paid event.
No.
I was helping conductor last night as well.
No. My league is a paid event.
Yesterday.
My Cup car league is a paid event.
We need a Kieran tech set.
Yeah, you need a headset because you're dropping in and out badly. I'm struggling to hear you over the noise of the engine. Yeah, my league, my Cup car league is a paid event. The GR86 league is a free event, but anyone who wants to drop a donation, there's a box there to do it. Man's got to live. The MX4 or the MX5 endurance race is a paid event. As I said to Doxy yesterday, I think he got a little bit upset by it. I was like, $12 a month from TikTok doesn't pay a mortgage. Little trip to Maastricht to do a little bit of streaming was €1,000.
I think I fixed it. Yeah, no, I didn't go, obviously.
Yeah. It was very good to go for social. It wasn't very good to go for streaming or content. It was dead. Planning Frankfurt already. It was actually in a planning meeting Monday for Frankfurt.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep. Got not my own. I'm working with somebody who's never done a trade show before, and they've taken a stand.
Oh. Say who?
No, can't yet. Not allowed. They posted a season 2 schedule. We're in. No, they haven't posted season 2. It hasn't come out yet, I don't think. It won't come out for another week or so, I expect.
Yeah, it comes out with Bane.
Yeah, it comes out at 13.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting. But like it was like put the post-it note up on the wall and say, right, it's the 16th of October. You know the I don't know if you've ever done any planning before. How do you make a cup of tea? Boil the kettle. All right, where'd you get the kettle from? It was one of those sort of conversations. Let's work it all the way back.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely come to Frankfurt.
Frankfurt's going to be busy, I expect.
Yeah. Every year it's getting busier now.
Yeah. And Frankfurt being Frankfurt as opposed to Dortmund, right next to the airport.
Yeah, way easier to get to.
Way easier to get to.
I probably will just fly for the day, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'll probably go from Stansted.
Yeah, or Luton.
Luton, you won't catch me them ways.
Yeah, I know. Last time I went to Luton, it wasn't good. Last time I went to Luton, actually, I was going through security, and the Merc said to me, I'm unlocked. Literally, as I was going through security, he was like, I'm unlocked. And I parked it on the roof of the car park that's no longer there. And I was like, great. So I had to leave security, go all the way back through the airport, I hadn't got through. I was just in the queue for it. Let's go all the way back through, up 3 floors, pulled on the door. Of course, the signal on the phone had updated itself. I'm locked! I was like, but I was going to be away in Spain for like a week. I thought, I'm not leaving that thing on the roof of the car park in Luton unlocked. You will not be there when I get back. So, then I got on the plane. And I'm sitting on the plane about an hour, and my Apple Watch goes, your resting heart rate is 168 beats a minute, and you haven't moved in 10 minutes. You need an ambulance.
Oh, okay, so the flights out there are quite nice, but I can't come back the same day. It's not work.
It's not.
No, I'll have to come back the next day.
Do an overnight then.
Yeah, it's literally £60 return flight.
Cool. I booked a hotel last year. The car is coming to the hotel room with me. I stayed there before. Much dearer this time around than it was last time, but staying in B line where your car goes up 8 floors with you. Pretty cool. Make some content.
What, in your hotel room?
Yeah. Yeah. Your car goes up to your hotel room with you. On the balcony, 8 floors up. Check out Hotel B Mine, Frankfurt. And then do, I think they call it car lobby, car loft. Car loft. On a normal weekend, it's like 200 euros a night. It's not, you know, not shocking.
Oh, I thought you were just taking a piss. What? Oh, you've been serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm death and taxes, mate. I never joke.
What?
Yes, I did watch Bathurst from there, didn't it?
Yeah.
So the last time I went, I was going to Weissach, Porsche in Weissach. So I took the Porsche down and brought the Porsche up 8 floors up. We did a track day in Nürburgring. The wife drove the Porsche over, I drove the track car over. We did the weekend in Nürburgring for the track day, parked the car up in Nürburgring, and then we took the Porsche down to Weissach. Did the Monday, Tuesday at Weissach.
Again, is it yours or keep that one?
I have a secure unit in Area 51, because I am not doxing myself. All my cars are in a vault, basically.
Oh, that makes sense.
We have 2 run-of-the-mill, and then everything else is under lock and key, ready for our security. Mine. I'm honest with you, it's with the house.
Yeah.
The Audi R8 exploded right in front of you. Wow! So you were definitely at Bathurst. Yeah, so we drove down there. It was like 200 euros for the night. I was like, I'm doing that. Hey Henry, hope you're well.
Yeah, I haven't got much plans, to be honest. I'll probably go to Spa again.
I might be going to Le Mans again. All my motorsport plans now, because I don't do media, are last minute. Team says, do you want to come? We got a pass, or we got tickets, or we got a car park space. But it's all kind of like Thursday before. Like, I think I'm going to the media day for British GT and touring cars. We'll do some streaming from there. Hey PJ, thanks for following. Say again.
The British touring cars.
Yeah.
Where is the first round?
No idea. I'll be going to media day. I won't go to the first round. Won't go to the first round.
Oh, the media day.
Yeah.
That's soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's France.
Probably is.
How do you get like access to that?
20 years in motorsport.
No, yeah, I mean like it's not something that anyone.
Hey Kieran, what are you doing? You know, are you going to that media day? Any chance I can come down and see you? Thanks very much, mate. I'll see you then. If I get problems in the gate, do I give you a shout? Great. There's the conversation.
I think that's what it's gonna be. I'll have to as well, won't I? As well.
Got a network, my friend.
I get where me and you. Me and Dave will come together.
Shave your heads.
And yeah, they won't know who's who.
Thing is, 9 times out of 10, like for example, the last thing I did at Silverstone, parked the car car park 50, stood on the roundabout, golf cart came out and got me. Never had a conversation with anybody on the security at all. No one through a gate.
I want to go to Thingy this year as well. Did you go to the Silverstone Le Mans series?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we live streamed from there. I actually met my old journo who now works for Hyundai. Hello, James. I met my old journo who now works for Hyundai, and I borrowed my wife's car, and he'd never seen it, and I drove down the paddock in the car because I was parked behind one of the marquees for catering. So I got into the paddock, and he was walking down, and I could see him looking at this car driving down the back of the paddock. And he was frowning at it, and then I started flashing my lights up because I recognised it was him. He didn't know it was me. And I wound the window down. I said, "Dude, can you get out of the way? I'm just trying to drive down here." And he was like, "Do you know what? Because I kind of had some infamy for being able to park closest to the garages, no matter where I went." And he's like, "Do you know what?" He said, "I saw this car coming down the paddock, the only car in the paddock that isn't a race car." And he said, "I thought, that's Irish. It's got to be Irish, because only Irish should ever get it into a paddock in the middle of a race weekend." And I was like, "Yep. Look, where the hell are you parking this?" I said, "You see that marquee at the back of it?"
Yeah, I might go this. I must go this year. I think it clashed with something last year. I can't remember what. I think it clashed with an iRacing event. That's why I didn't go. So.
Yeah, I think it did actually. Yes, he was okay. To be fair, the fire seemed to be a coolant fire. It seemed to be a brake fluid fire, was it? Josh? Your age, when it caught fire? A Bathurst, yeah, I think it was brake fluid. Do I make money from racing? Only when you buy me a coffee, Fred. I'm not good enough to make money. I'm a Billy.
The amount of time you spend on iRacing, I would expect you to be about 11k.
I'm sitting there reading 5 chats and talking to you.
Yeah, it's fair, it's not
You know what I mean? There's 3 streams open at the moment and I'm talking to you. I've gone from P27 to P14. Avoiding idiots.
What are you doing?
Nürburgring GT3.
Oh.
Ringmeister. Crashfest. Yeah, it was only a flare-up though. No, I'm not retired. This is what I do for a living, Fred. I'm definitely not retired. Streaming is what I'm trying to do for a living. Trying to make it as a streamer.
The letters now, right?
Say again, my friend.
If you change the letters in the tie, you might just like
Easy. I'm definitely tired. I don't know if I'm retired. I wouldn't have been able to do it without my previous career, but having I still have a mortgage and stuff, but having paid off most of my major bills in my previous career is definitely still lie awake at night wondering where the money's coming from the mortgage each month.
I actually have an idea for you.
We should chat.
No, it's nothing crazy. You can put some photos to use.
Yeah? I'm all for that. I'd like to make some t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Just finding the time. Yeah, the raft and the craft. Ralph Aaron. Here's my Here's my opinion, and I'm quite emotional about that accident, if I'm honest with you, because it reminds me of a friend of mine. But I think if your radio is no longer working, you box. That's it. If there's a radio required on circuit and you have no comms, morning Formula Si. Hey Peck. If your radio isn't working, you box. Because I worked with the Sean Edwards fan. Sean was a friend of mine, and I worked with his foundation, the Safety Foundation, and we talk about black swans in motorsport. You know, things that were bound to happen because a series of events around them led to them. And funny enough, I had this exact same conversation with the FIA right before the accident was at Bahrain, when Grosjean caught fire. The FIA were saying how safe they were, and then the following weekend, Grosjean catches fire, and it's like, great. But there were contributing factors to that accident, and eradicating just one of those contributing factors would have stopped that accident. And the major one is he had no radio. At Daytona this year, a friend of a friend couldn't race because his tyre pressure sensor system wasn't working. That's why the McLaren didn't race for most of the race. TPMS was broken on the car. And Daytona said, sorry, can't go out. High-speed banking, you need TPMS, you need to know if you're going to have a flat. And I totally agree with that. Because that stops a fireball on the wall, right? That stops a fireball on the oval.
The NASCAR use tyre sensors.
I think NASCAR's tyres are different. So one of the things that they were talking about during Bathurst is the Aussie drivers aren't used to, the Aussie supercar drivers aren't used to the fragility of a GT3 tyre, because the tyre construct is a different construct and the compound is a different compound. So they tend to ride them home on a flat, because the Aussie touring cars are a much stiffer tyre wall with a reinforcement on them to allow them to drive home, whereas the GT3 cars don't have that. Now, I don't know is the answer to your question, but it wouldn't surprise me that given that they are on a wall and they are doing 200 mile an hour, if it's a ply tyre and it's a firmer tyre wall, almost like, dare I say it, like a run flat, to stop them from, because they're under consistent load, right? There's no flexibility required on an oval. You get to your peak flexibility, you get to your peak resistance, and you kind of hold it. So you probably find that the parameters of the tyre is much more limited than the expectation of a GT3 tyre. And that's just thinking at the bar rather than any knowledge I have of it. So no, I don't know whether they have TPMS, but Daytona insisted. IMSA insists that the car has to have tyre pressure sensors. No tyre pressure sensors, McLaren couldn't go out. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Now, my friend of a friend was extremely frustrated, having spent the money to go out and race at Daytona in a McLaren, sit there and watch cars going round and round while they tried to fix the TPMS system. But if that stops you going in the wall or stops you having a 20-car pile-up, that's what you do, right?
I did watch the majority of Daytona. Very surprising.
Say again?
I did watch the majority of Daytona and it was very great to watch.
Yeah, it was a great race. I'll get there one day.
Yeah, it's actually a really cheap weekend. I love it.
Yeah. I don't want to go as a spectator. I want to go with the team. I want to go as a photographer or part of the crew.
Maybe do something there. I speak to Lauren Heinrich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think we have a Bosch. Hey, Paul. Hey, I've been enjoying your channel a lot. Your content is seriously good. I'd love to support you more and stay connected. You can add me on Discord. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's a fan.
He is. Hey, 64 karting, how's it going? Hey, Snows Rent, what up? Can't hear me. Can everyone else hear me all right?
And you're a Sim Magic affiliate?
Me?
Yeah.
How would I be a Sim Magic affiliate? I haven't got any Sim Magic.
That's what I thought. Well, I was just reading a message.
What message you reading? Morning, Paul.
Same bit. Well, you have an affiliate link with Sim Magic.
I have a link to Race Anywhere. I have a link to Race Anywhere. Let's just check the audio. Oh my god, that's horrible. How's the audio so bad?
Oh, that's why you put Sim Magic, because it's Race Anywhere. I get you now.
Who put Sim Magic? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine on YouTube. Give me a second, I'm just checking the audio on YouTube. Yeah, Kieran's really quiet because he isn't a loud, shouty Irishman and his microphone's in another room. I'll turn the volume down in that car as well. What made you think I was, tell me why you thought I was an affiliate?
No, I see your message. I see your thingy in the for sale bit, and it said that you had an affiliate link, and then you said it's with Race Anywhere, so it makes sense now.
Yeah, Race Anywhere or Disty for Sim Magic.
Have you turned my mic off yet?
No, we can do. Hang on a second. Excuse me, folks. Let's do... Yeah, go on. Yeah. Check the audio to make sure, but yeah. Check the audio to make sure, but... Your radio check? Your radio check? Yeah, you're off. No. No. Yeah. No. No. No way. No way. Not buying that. Not buying that. Wow. Let's bring it back into the chat, but not now. I know that we'll circle that and just talk generally on the truth. The truth, yeah. Put you back in, hang on. Like, I'll be honest with you. I've had that conversation. So we were talking about people's belief about being bound through sim racing. It's the summary of the conversation I just had. Kieran's still with me. You can hear me, Kieran, yeah?
Yeah.
And we were talking about, because I've brought this up before, that people have come on the stream and said, how do I get into Formula One from sim racing? I bought a PlayStation. You're not going to get into Formula One from buying a PlayStation. It just doesn't work like that. There's I know Snows. I'm gonna give you a brief warning now. Cross promotion is not allowed by TikTok, let alone me pulling people from this channel. So I'm gonna ask you to stop, and then the mods are gonna kick in. Fact this has just come back primed. Appreciate you being here. Want you to be involved, but it's not a vacuum. Not a vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to ask you to stop. Yeah, there's this common misconception that you can buy a PlayStation and you can get into motorsport, or you can get a drive. And I had probably an hour-long conversation with somebody a couple of months ago. We got on a Discord chat because the text was going back and forth too much, and I was like, what's your expectation? And they're like, getting on an esports team is great. Yeah. Are they paying your wages? They're paying your salary. You know, getting on an esports team is easy. Ask them to pay you some money. You know, that's where the conversation starts to dry up. Yeah, the belief that people and this particular person was overseas, and I was like, it's not like college where you'll get a scholarship. And we have this perception given to us that everybody in motorsport gets offered a drive. You know, Lewis Hamilton didn't get offered a drive. Lewis Hamilton was asked, what are you bringing to the table? You know, what sponsorship are you bringing to the table, and how much of that money do you want? That's the way it works. It's a business transaction. There is no job in motorsport of race car driver. There is a job of, you can be a salaried driver. Yeah, you could be a factory driver in GT. You'll only race for that factory. You'll race when they race. They'll pay you a salary. It won't be the Lewis Hamilton money.
But have you noticed now, even a lot of the factory drivers, they are still racing for other GT3 teams throughout the year?
Yeah, so what's happening with a lot of them?
Many now that are just bound to one team.
Like, I don't think I'm saying anything out of turn when I say I know a Mercedes-Benz driver that wanted to race at Bathurst in another manufacturer's car for a private customer, and was told point blank no, and his contract changed in order for him to do that. And I don't know the financials of it, but he lost benefits. So he lost the company car, you know, that sort of thing.
I believe Porsche have some people on retainers.
Yes, they have. Hey, morning, Jack. They have
and
retainers.
They will go and
yeah.
race in, for example, WEC IMSA.
Yeah.
And Asian Le Mans series only in Porsches for Porsche teams.
Yeah, so that'll be customers. That'll be customer racing.
Yeah, they are customer teams. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll say, like, I know of an example where a client of mine was racing in Barcelona, and they said, we can give you this racing car. I won't name names because I'm going to mention money. We can give you this racing car driver for the weekend, and his bill is 27 grand. Yeah. So if you want him for the weekend, for the 24-hour race, his bill is 27 grand. You know, we'll supply a driver. I know, for example, if you bought a car, a spares package, or you bought two cars and a spares package from Mercedes a couple of years ago, I think 2019, they'd provide you with a factory driver as part of the package because you've just dropped a million euros. You know, now that was 2018, 2019. I don't know how much an AMG is now, because I know somebody who's just bought a 296 GT3 for this season, and it was $1,050,000. That's how much a 296.
Just the car.
Car and a spares package, $1,050,000.
And that comes with no tax or anything.
No, that's your car. That's you on a trailer. Get it out of Maranello, please.
I think that's why a lot of teams are going down the BMW route now.
That's collect.
It's a lot more affordable.
That's collect. Well, Ferrari have always been 50% dearer. You know what I mean? Ferrari have always been up their own a-hole.
Yeah.
I heard that the new Lambo, and I haven't seen pricing, but somebody said to me the new Lambo is going to be 800 plus, as in 800 plus VAT. Jack is in the same split as me. Morning, Jack.
So that's still like nearly $1 million, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, that'll be $1 million. That'll be $1 million in VAT, but I've heard it's over 800,000. When I say 800 plus, I don't mean 800 plus VAT. I mean it's up more than 800,000 for the new Lambo, whereas the last one was like 4 or 5. And when you look at Spa, there was what, 62 cars?
This year there was 73 cars.
Last year, you mean?
Sorry, yeah, last year, yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
I thought
it was the
it
biggest
was
trip I've
68,
ever had.
and I thought 62 round, but 73
I
was
think it was 73 cars, yeah, 72 cars.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't believe they all started. I think that some
Yeah.
of them crashed out in qualifying and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the actual
Yeah, it sounds about right.
70.
There is no career in, if you want to go racing in motorsport, get your dad's wallet out. You know, there's this fairy tale that goes on in Formula One, because you got to remember, Formula One is a marketing business first, and I said this just yesterday. Formula One, the interest that the Formula One has is inside the paddock. It's not in the grandstand. They make more money from inside the paddock than they do from the grandstand customers, because it's high net worth individuals or it's corporations paying to have. I know somebody who's just put a sponsor on Aston Martin. It was $5 million for the Halo bar. Have their sticker on the Halo bar. Aria, my old
I say
CEO.
this a lot. F1 is so like supposedly the pinnacle of iRacing, of racing.
Of iRacing, yeah.
It's Formula One is a massive money spinner.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I mean by they're more focused on the guys inside
It's
the
like
VIP paddock
Paris
than
Fashion Week.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Formula One.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's not targeted for motorsport
No.
fans. It's
And-
targeted for people who want to make money.
Yes, and I've got quite passionate in the past over people saying Max Verstappen is going to win in VLN or in N24, and I'm like, I think you're taking somebody who has a serious skill set in one discipline, and you're assuming because he's a brain surgeon he's going to be able to do open heart surgery.
Yeah.
When the two things are both medical but different principles, you know what I mean? It's different. You know, I think it's.
I think someone like Kevin Estrie will make Max look stupid at Nürburgring.
I've seen Kevin in action. Like, I know Kevin. I've seen Kevin in action. And
Kevin is a
Estre,
crazy
Engel,
skilled driver.
Young Cadella, Christodoulou. You know, there's a whole load of them that are out there. The Van
That's
Thor
all
brothers.
they've done, you know.
Say again?
That's, you know, GT3 racing whatnot is all they've ever done. It's,
Yeah.
Like I say, Max is a very skilled driver, and any F1 driver obviously hones the skills of driving
Yes.
a car.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
Dodging 170 cars at 3 o'clock in the morning in the pouring rain at night with no lights.
when it comes to that, it's a
Just
completely different
like,
ballgame.
just, like, you know, I feel like it's definitely a matchup. Yeah, it's definitely Biggie Hugs. You're not wrong. It's definitely going to be a matchup, but don't think that the Van Thors, Sheldon van der Linde, Kelvin van der Linde, Maro Engel, Kevin Estre, everybody, Nicky Team, everybody will be sharpening their swords. I think it's actually, I believe he's going with Mercedes for the race, and if that's the case, that will eradicate the competition between him and Engel, because I expect Engel will be in the car with him. I expect they'll probably run 2 cars, and they'll double tap the drivers, that they'll have the drivers across both cars, and that will stop the competition. That will stop Engel because Engel will be right up for a fight with him, because Engel has already called him out.
Really, the Verstappen team is essentially going to be a rookie team.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're probably going to use Chris Lallam, who's done this to be his second season.
Yeah.
Verstappen hasn't done a single season.
No. And the race he won, and I'm not taking away the guy's skill, the race he won was race 9. And all the big boys were in Fuji, racing WEC.
Yeah, no, of course.
You know what I mean? It was like, it was a Billy's club. It was like, I don't know. Matt Neal turned up to the 24-hour race I raced in at Silverstone in a Citroen C1. You know what I mean? Who do you think was going to outrun me? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like bringing a gun to a knife fight. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
What were we saying about the whole top split thing? So I'm going to share some information which people probably don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Vinny.
Probably, I think they stopped this about a year ago now. But I was told that in order for F1 teams to compete, they had to have an esport division.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hence why in top split iRacing you'd see Ferrari, Williams do still do it because they are being backed, but Ferrari and Mercedes sponsored Apex, and there was a lot of this stuff. So there was a lot of money floating around in top split racing, because it was required. F1 actually took that rule out last year, and that is why there is none of these teams on the grid anymore.
Right.
So there's no money being pumped into iRacing. For example, Apex isn't even on the grid anymore because Mercedes has stopped every single penny that was being put into it, because Apex raced on behalf of AMG Petronas. So Williams is still on the grid because I think they have agreed to continue backing it.
Yeah.
But everyone else, you know, that's why it's like Grid and Go, Drago, Falcon. It's all these teams which are already at Grid and Go, for example. They are companies. These are people that are sinking money into it.
Yeah.
And that's why there's these drivers who are top split and the best in the world. That these people still work normal jobs.
Yeah.
There's not enough money to pay someone to race a sim full time. Because what is the return out of an iRacing race? You know.
No. I know.
Top split race being watched by 1,000 people at one time. It's not getting no coverage, regard to sponsors or anything like that.
But I know there's a company out there at the moment looking for sponsorship with 6-figure numbers against it. They're looking for sponsors for a race for an esports series.
Yeah, that's
a minimum buy-in is 6 figures, and there's no brand sponsorship in the sim. It's all on the stream.
Is this an iRacing team you're on about?
No.
Okay.
No, this is a sim racing company. This is a software manufacturer who wants to create a sim racing series, and they're looking for vendors to sponsor at 6 figures. And their logic is because there was money made over COVID, well, it's got to be there. But what they don't understand was there was no motorsport over COVID. So the money moved from the physical track to the virtual track.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be spent, right?
So have you seen the new the LMU series which is coming?
No.
So a lot of these teams now are moving to LMU because they're doing an esports series this year, and the winning team is 250,000.
Wow. So
a lot of these esports teams are now moving over to LMU because LMU's throwing money at it. Because obviously, if they're paying out this money for winners, they're be good at it. People are going to want to play it.
Yeah.
Just at a shot to try and win the money. iRacing's never offered that money unless you do college NASCAR series, which there is big money.
Yeah.
But to even qualify for that the NASCAR series in America I spoke to someone who did qualify, and the hoops are crazy. It's like regionals, nationals. You have to place top spots in all of these places to even get a shot before you can grid. I know someone that owns. I have a friend who owns a setup company, a very, very prestigious one, and he was telling me some of these esport NASCAR drivers are paying up to £300 a setup.
What?
Yeah.
So who does the setups then?
That I don't know. I know there is. I think VRS and stuff do them, but that's obviously just based on a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
But there's people that are paying big money.
Yeah, but somebody has to be making those. Like, so for example, I use Coach Dave Academy.
I couldn't tell you who is making.
Somebody in Coach Dave Academy is sitting down every week and going, here's the setup, or they're pulling a setup out of a file and going, let's tweak that for rain or whatever.
Yeah. I've heard that people are paying £300 a setup.
Wow.
These NASCAR setups.
Wow.
Obviously because the prize money is so big. I think the prize pot last year was $600,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're never going to see that in
No.
Daytona or
no. MX5 series.
Yeah. You're just not going to see it.
Yeah.
But NASCAR, I know you've got. I can't remember who it was now. One of the NASCAR drivers.
Biggest motorsport in the world, though, right?
Well, in America, definitely.
NASCAR's biggest motorsport in the world. More people watch NASCAR than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. If that comes down to pure population, then yeah. I am a NASCAR fan. I do watch it. I get why people don't like it because it is crazy.
Look, I think anybody who can drive 200 mile an hour and inch off the back of a bumper on a left-hand bank that's 35 degrees.
Yeah,
far better man than I am.
There's a lot of people who won't do it. You know, there's a lot of professionals.
Yeah.
I think Max Verstappen in an interview said he'd never do it because it's great, because it's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all motorsport is dangerous. You're never going to eradicate the safety.
Yeah.
People will die every year. That's what they do.
No.
If you go out there in the car and you're scared of dying, then you're in my opinion.
I think it was 24. We lost somebody in Citroen C1 at Snetterton.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a little C1.
She didn't make turn one.
Safety.
She got flipped into the cabbage field on turn one.
That's why people do it, you know.
Yeah.
What about living in that way?
Yeah. That's a 6200 brake horsepower converted road car, you know what I mean? But it's still 3/4 of a ton of metal.
Yeah.
There's an instructor at Silverstone, an Irish fella, I can't think of his name at the moment, but I remember having a chat with him. He wanted to do a recently passed driving school, you know, so you're 17 or 18 or whatever, you pass your driving test and come to Silverstone, and he'd do almost like a plus course, you know what I mean? And he was talking to me about it, and his principle was he was going to set up the skid pan with the skid car and say, right, how did you get here today? To which the answer would be, oh, I drove here, or I came here with my parents, or whatever. And he's like, oh, you came down the A43? Yeah. What speed did you do down the A43? And of course everyone's going to say, oh, 70 mile an hour, you know, because no one ever speeds on the A43, like, you know what I mean? All right, so you're comfortable at 70 mile an hour, or you're comfortable being in a car at 70 mile an hour? Yeah. Right. I'm going to ask you to go through these cones at 40 mile an hour. And the idea was the cones were set out, and in the skid car, you'd never make it. And you see how quickly it gets out of control at 40 mile an hour. And you're traveling at nearly twice that in the dual carriageway. And that was the starter of his principle of the education, that if you think, you know, because most lads particularly think, oh, I'll pass my test, I'm the next Max Verstappen, you know what I mean? Mammy's bought me a little polo and I'm wrangling along at 70, 80 mile an hour, but actually when you don't realise how fast a mile a minute actually is, let alone over a mile a minute, maybe a mile and a half a minute, you know what I mean? And our perception when you learn to drive aggressive rather than reactive, because when we learn to pass our test, we're reactive rather than proactive. When you learn to drive proactive, you don't spend that time thinking, oh my god, what's going on, I'm having a crash. Whereas when you learn to drive reactive, you go, oh my god, what's going on, we're having a crash. And all the time you're traveling forwards. All the time the car is waiting for input. You know what I mean? Or all the time the car is doing an input, and then you try and react to it, and you counter that input. So whatever the car is doing with ABS or traction control, you suddenly put an input into it, and the car has to recalculate what you've asked it to do on top of what it's trying to do to save your life. So it seemed like a very good course. I don't know if he ever got it off the ground, but it seemed like a very good course with very good principles.
Yeah.
A friend of mine runs a driver training course for corporate and for track at Millbrook. Colin Hode runs cat driver training. And I remember the first time I've done a couple of courses with him, but the first one I did, he's like, I want you to drive down the mile straight. We're at Millbrook. I want you to drive down the mile straight, get it up to 100 mile an hour, and take your hands off the wheel and activate ABS. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, trust me. Like, dude, I'm not taking my hands off the wheel at 100 mile an hour, slamming on the brakes. He's like, as long as you activate the ABS. So what do you think the car's going to do? I said, we're going to be picking our teeth out of the bush and the ditch on the left-hand side. He's like, well, let's do it. Are you serious? Like, yep. So you go down the 100 mile an hour, down the mile straight. I looked at him, he looked at me, he looked at the pedals to say, you going to do it or what? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Stand on the brakes, fire up the ABS, hands off the wheel. Thing came to a grinding halt. Straight line. I didn't expect it. I thought I was going to go. But if you activate the ABS, the active yaw sensor on the back will fire the brakes so that you brake in a straight line. It doesn't need your wheel input. If you start putting wheel inputs into it, the active yaw sensor on the back axle has to think more about what it's doing versus what it started out with doing, because you're putting inputs into it. And we don't learn that when you learn to drive a car. We don't learn that. Yeah, they use a sensor on the rear axle typically in an ABS system, so they understands which corner of the car to fire the brake with. So the other thing we did was we did 40 miles an hour on those skid pan, 2 wheels on the skid pan, 2 wheels on the dry. That was quite interesting as well because volume in this, it's in settings. Because the yaw sensor then kicks in and it will fire 2 wheels at a different braking rate than the wheels that are on the wet. Forward. Right, this is 35 minutes. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Bruno. Hope you're well. Thanks for sharing the video. Thanks, Jack. What position are you in? This is IMSA, Lewis. Yes. Morning. Bye. I think I've turned the overall volume down on it. Audio is completely out of whack and I haven't touched it. Defcat! Defcat's adding to the audio now. Bongo Racing, how's it going? Were you saying that the link isn't working?
No, I got it all sorted. You just had to
sorted.
when you join the Discord, you have to just refresh the internet and it worked.
Ah, okay.
So it's all good.
Hey, Matt Carter, hope you well. Yeah, they will try and run you off the track before the race starts. Defcat wants attention. P6. Hey, Barry Taylor. Weevy. don't get the weaving before the start finish line. Surely it takes a couple of laps for the tires to come up. Especially in a 1700 iRacing race. And we have a spinner before the start finish, completely off. Koozie. Need to sort my squeaky pedal out. I'm gonna hang back with you boys in the GT3s. PTFE, please. Hey Sean. Where am I from? I'm from Dublin originally. I live in Silverstone. I hang back with the GT3s. GT3 runs up my ass. It did get me. It hit me. Oh, get me too. Can't make this up. Just a little. When I saw the Ferrari branded car slide off before getting into parabolic, I thought I'm hanging back to the GT3s. And the GT3s go kamikaze into turn one. Hey Mitch. Morning, Ronan. You got holidays planned this year? Bridge Pila, thanks for liking life. Sorry about the squeaky pedal. I can see some lunchtime maintenance and maybe some time setting up the audio after this. Do one more race and then you can't hear it. Cool. Strangely enough, it's when I come off the accelerator that it squeaks. I've got PTFE grease. I never use WD-40 on electrics. Conductive. Thanks, Bridgefield. I appreciate it. At least we're still in the same lap. Did this race yesterday and got taken out. Ended up being a lap down. What iRacing are you, Kieran? Daniel. Here comes the hypercars. The Geeko. There's nothing worse than keeping up with a hypercar. Thanks for liking the live, appreciate it. Feel free to get involved in the Discord. Come racing with us for free tomorrow night. All you need is a copy of iRacing. I host a free car, free track. Sean will be there. Are you coming racing against Bongo at 9 o'clock? Get signed up, we'll go racing against Bongo Racing. Show them what we're made of. Hey, Bruno. You're going to have more people than me. Trust me. All my big guns are away tomorrow. You're gonna have me, the Billy, to contend with.
I'm offended.
You definitely gunman then. You're not gonna cry off.
No.
Cool.
I'm gonna be on defense.
Go call me quarterback. I'll get the livery up at lunchtime. GR86s at Brands has been good fun as well.
Is it there this week?
It was there last week.
Oh, I might have to do some practice laps.
Anything around 36 is quick in my book. I've never driven the GP circuit. They don't open it for track days. I haven't seen the GR86 livery yet, no. Do you know what? I haven't even seen my livery yet. It's ready, apparently. I haven't seen it. Locked up. We received a complaint at Bathurst. I can hear that squeaking, it's annoying me. I want to get out of the car right now and start seeing to it. Do one more race. We received a complaint for spinning Metzi. You remember when Ronan spun in the cutting? The guy who complained about how many cars are we going to wait to hit before going to tow, despite having 7 seconds of yellow flags before he ran into us, complained. So we received a boilerplate for rejoin complaint. Yeah, I just need to spray this. Don't lock up, Kev, don't lock up. Come on, Harry. How are we doing on fuel? 7 laps. You done any Porsche Cup this week?
I do not do Porsche Cup.
Do you not?
No. I prefer the old one.
I'm starting to like the new one. There's a lot more rotation on it. Though I feel you kind of have to use the ABS more.
Yeah.
you know, it relies on you using, like I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday and they're like, you keep using the ABS. I'm like, yeah, that's because you will be slower if you don't. You know what I mean?
I actually have the most fun doing LMP3 and GT4.
Well, LMP3 is at Bathurst.
Yeah, I know. I done some laps last night. It's crazy that thing around Bathurst.
What brake bias do you run? That's the bit I'm struggling with in that. I was really quick last season, but I can't remember what brake bias I set it to. You pull it forwards.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, really?
I didn't really get many lockups though. The hardest bit is the Falcon corner for some reason. It just doesn't like it.
Yeah, that's the cup car I'm talking about, Paul. I can't touch. The new cup car is ABS, yes. Sadly. It's quick though. I think I'm like 9th quickest on Garage 61 over Bathurst. 202.66. It's quick. You have traction control as well. Yeah, it's much easier. It bounces more. I've got a Cup Car League starting on the 15th, Paul. You go to BillyOirish.com/PCup. That's some good tracks for it as well. It's a free upgrade. Well, we bought the car. Thanks, 22. We'll do it next after this. It's at Hockenheim. Game Sidericia. This is iRacing for PC. It's not a game, it's a simulator. Set up as multiple brands. Don't believe in buying into an ecosystem, so it's set up as multiple brands. This is a Gomez Sim Industries GXL V2 wheel on a Simicube 2 Pro, and I'm currently sitting in my old SimLab rig with triple monitors and PC. And then I'm using SimLab pedals at the moment. I had Huizenveld Sprints before. Got any old sim stuff I'd like to sell? No. Yes, iRacing subscription is definitely worth it, though not on a monthly. You'll get 30% off a full year at the moment, or a full 2 years. So my recommendation is buy it by the annual. About $60 for the annual, I think it is. Your wheel doesn't make as much an impact as your brake pedals will. And if you've already got a frame, you're halfway there. So I'd say keep your wheel and buy a set of load cell pedals. You'll gain more speed out of a brake pedal than you will out of a steering wheel. Steering wheels are cosmetics. Wheelbase is different. You'll eventually upgrade your G29 or G920 and get a better wheelbase, but it's not going to make you as much time as a good brake pedal will. Does that ever translate over into dirt ovals? Yes. The whole simulation thing, your brake pedal is essential. Yeah, dive into our Discord. There's about 900 of us in there who'll give you a hand. I take it you're in the US if you're doing dirt ovals, or Holland, one or the other. From Tyrone, you do dirt ovals. I'd be a rally man. Well, there's an affiliate link in there as well if you want to buy kit. Got quite a few people up here neck of the woods. Actually, hang on a second. Your wife was on the other day. I'm pretty sure your wife was on the other day and she was saying she was about to go on a race with you. Am I wrong? Ah, okay. Lots of people in Tyrone then who are doing iRacing. Well, get involved. Dive into the Discord channel. And if you want to come race with us tomorrow night, I host a free car, free track race at 8 PM. Love to have you on board. Tom got shouted at. Yeah, I know autocross. I'm Dublin originally, so fully aware of autocross. Ooh, we cooked that, McLeod. Can you race tomorrow? Why can't you race tomorrow? Of course you can. How do you get involved? Dead easy. You're in the Discord. Tell me you've joined the Discord, Tom. I'd love to, but I haven't got a race license at the moment. And I'm in Silverstone. So you come and racing with us against Bongo Racing tomorrow night, Tom, 9 PM. We'll do the free car, free track, and then we'll go kick his ass. So get in the Discord and check that out. There's a section in there for the Bongo Racing. Is it in my bio? Yes. If you go to my website, BillyOirish.com, myname.com, there's a link there. Everyone's welcome at 8 p.m. Let's put a pit in. Running out of fuel. You're officially my 900th member. Thanks very much. That's great. Let's get to 1,000. We're on the tube. We're on the Barney Rubble purple channel as well. Hey, Cheech. Well, there is a freebie. Is there any registration you need to be complete to be in the Discord? No, just click on it. To be in Bongo's race, yes, you need to go in and click on the sim grid. Thanks, Adam. Don't be a stranger, drop in. Don't forget to follow or subscribe on the others. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Wow. I got a place out of it. Six minutes left. It's all about traffic management, isn't it? Hey, Pat. How's the volume? Is the volume all right? Thank you for waiting. Hey, Chris. Two more laps, 2 more laps. Two more laps. P3's 10 seconds down the road. I think it's going to take a miracle in 2 laps. Hey, Shuby. Sorry, dude, that's my bad. Sorry, Phil. boxed. Think you're getting away, James? Hey, Woodshop. Yeah, man. Come on, Jace, push. Great racing, dude. Right, Cup car. Cup car. Forfeit race. Fixed. I did last corner. Last corner, got him back. He very cleverly boxed me in with the GT3 car. I was like, damn it. But he got me back in the end. I got him back in the end, yeah. Oh, sorry, just shut it down. It's on the tube. Wind it back on the tube. See, hang on a second. We got time. We got time. We lost 0.12 for the guy running into the back of me. What car are you in? You won, yeah. I pulled back to stay away from the LMP2 or the LMP1s, and GT3 just ran into the back of me and caused damage to the back. Most penalties are great when you have an A license. Nacho, thanks for following. I do appreciate it. Why does iRacing take so long to load? Found out at the weekend they actually host their own server farm as well. Yeah, I actually rolled in with about 0.2 of a lap left. Maybe 0.4 of a lap left. Morning, Matt. 4.1. Wow. Right, let's quickly show you 21 laps, wasn't it? So we came down here. We came down here and yeah, he cleverly boxed me in here. So I had to let him have it. And then on the next lap, oh, thanks for subscribing 4 months in a row. Appreciate it. On the next lap, we dodged that, and I pushed in the last corner, I think it was. Did I see all the chaos in front on lap 1? Let's just see if we got time. Yeah, let's go back to lap 1. I'll show you the starter for lap 1. Hang on a second. So this is what happened to me. I haven't actually looked back at it, so it'd be good to see it. This is what started for me. So I held back. And then the guy, I think the Mercedes or the Corvette just forgot to brake. Well, I got waxed by that lot. Let's just see what happened in your lot. Let's go to Jack. Oh, back here. Yeah, I witnessed this. I witnessed all that, yeah. Right, gotta get into my race. The I rating's going up, the safety rating's coming down. Whereas last time the safety rating went up and the I rating came down. Is the audio okay? Because the last time I listened to it, it was all over the place. The engine was louder than the cars, than the voice. Okay. Right, this is fixed setup. I was doing 138s last night in this. Had a great race. Had a great race, and then the guy in first place took me out. I was in second place. The guy in first place took me out. We'd had a really clean race for about 10 of the 15 laps. And then he dived down the inside when I got past him and popped me off. Hey, Mecca. So this is probably top splits. This is 2.3K. Well, it's practice, isn't it? But they're doing 137s. DJ Defcat's gone back to sleep. If you don't already, give us a follow or hit the subscribe button on the red channel. It's free to do that. Keep feeling I have to tell people that. Hey, Feely. Last race. Hey, Cal. Right. Let's go spank this baby. I always give it a little bit of rear bias. Hey, Kuzi, welcome back. Probably within a month. Did you enjoy the first one? Oh, cool. I realized the other day YouTube cut the end of it. Literally just cut the end of it and put ads on it. A bit disappointed by that. But I'd have to take it down and reset it. Yes, this is Hockenheim. Yeah. No, it was meant to be, okay, so finishing up, thanks very much for your time, and then I clapped, and then it went to ads, but it's chopped about 30 seconds of it. Colt, I'm not an Oval fan. And I don't like Kota. This is not GT7 though. This is iRacing for PC. You are joking? I'll have a look this afternoon. Hey, Victor. But the Cup car is a different car than GT3s. GT3s have aero. You're fast in aero cars, which to be fair are easy to drive. And the old GT3, it depends on when you drove the Cup car, but the old Cup car didn't have traction control or ABS, whereas the new one does. The new one's a lot faster, but it still doesn't have the same aero. What? I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna qualify from the back. Not paying attention. They do have ABS, Colt. Cup cars now have ABS. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're just probably used to aero cars. See, in Europe, we wouldn't have thought of Cup cars at all being NASCAR. Right, let's see if we can hit it. Nah, off track. I'll go to the gents. Be back in a minute. Back in a second. These Cup cars, yeah, I suppose a little. SVG is not a reference case. SVG is quite good in any car. I've seen SVG do. I met him in Spa, and he was racing GT3s, and he could pedal in GT3s. I've seen him drift a car, and he can drift cars. SVG is an all-round consummate professional, as opposed to a single class that is picked up something along the way. It's probably a bit like a Valentino Rossi or a Seb Loeb. Right, last race before lunch. Let's just make sure it is strength. Big setup. Yeah, no, he did, he's done drift cars. He did, I think he did track racing in New Zealand first. Then he did drift cars. He's done supercar. He's done GT3 in Europe. So I met him in 15 or 16 when he was in Spa. He's got a breadth of knowledge of cars. When he was doing supercars, he was doing drifting on alternative weekends. He's a bit of a special case. Black flag. Debris. Drive through, what a Billy maneuver. Don't roll back. Hey, Edgar. Jumps to start. Stop, you're making me hungry. Cars, this is iRacing for PC. Take it easy, Colt. Stick a follow in. Come join the Discord. Come join us tomorrow night for a free car, free track. Thanks very much. Stick a follow on the other channels if you can. Do I think it's worth getting a PC for iRacing? If you're committed to sim racing, yes. If you want to move up from PlayStation or Xbox, definitely. Okay, F1 Aiden. Okay. Hey, GG Bruss. Engine, thanks for liking the life. Hey, luck. Hey, Chloe. Come on, let's go. Hey, Mochi. Kiko, welcome back. Hey, Victor, hope you're well. Hey, Dale. Thanks so much. You're confused. I'm confused. How's it going? Hope you're well. Satria. Lost a second there. Six to go. .8 to P10. Talia. Afternoon.
Keep beginning to turn my headset on before joining. How are you?
Good, how are you? Just cruising.
Just cruising, just like
Have you aced this? What are you driving with? The pit limiter on?
I've done that.
Made me laugh and I ended up going off. He owes me a 1x.
I mean, nothing beat me making you go off.
Well, we won't mention what you said. Freebie! Can you hear my accelerator pedal squeak again?
We're gonna fix that.
Yeah. Do it again.
Okay, this time.
1:38.8 was my best in this race so far, as Xavier.
What track?
Hockenheim.
Yeah.
Hey, Dom.
I ran over a dog toy and she's upset with me right now. She wants it. And she can't get it. Anyways, just like move and let her get it. I guarantee she won't even play with it.
$39.9. You must have had the pit limiter on. 38.85. Big setup. And I've come from P20 with a drive-through. Hey, racing is life. Yeah, I got punted off. I was fighting for first place last night. And first place punted me off. I got past him cleanly, and he didn't like it.
That was the late night race.
That's the last race of the evening, if you remember.
Yeah. I don't think it was a decent race up to that weekend.
Yeah, it was like I was totally clean.
Almost like with the Bathurst 12 was pretty clean until the last.
Oh, we got a complaint. We got a complaint. Yeah, we got a complaint. We got a complaint. Do you remember when Ronan spun and they said, yeah, we got a complaint for that? Yeah. I said, I'm collecting all the stamps so I can get the coffee. Yeah.
That's hilarious. You even said, watch, I'll get a complaint for that.
Yep.
You even said that. That's. Oh, that's great. That is great.
Got 3 laps to
What
get
kind of
these.
What kind of response are you supposed to
Spring
get there?
elastomer. Elastomer is the firmest one. Spring is medium.
That's ridiculous to me, though.
Is this a private bun fight or can anyone join?
I was just about to take a drink of water when you said that. I'm glad I didn't. Also, nice thumbnail.
Can't defend us both. Try the hardest one and the medium spring.
I'm gonna try to get my C license by March. That'll be fun. And because I haven't successfully done a
second,
lap
Mike.
on the sports car. Yep. Oh, now I hear it.
Sorry, dude.
No, you could.
Hey, it's different with the new Cup cars. You can utilize the ABS now. The old Cup cars, you'd only brake to 65. Great racing, Nico. Great racing. Yeah, I don't have any problem stopping. I've just come from 20th, Hig. Appreciate it though. But 65% for non-ABS. ABS cars, you can move it under the. I do all right. Appreciate the input there. Your car definitely needs more meters as opposed to locking up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so that was P20 with a drive-through up to P9. I seem to manage on the brakes, but I appreciate it, Hig. Do appreciate the input. Right, that is lunch. There's definitely more travel now with the ABS on it. Thanks, Tim. Might get you to help me out after lunch. Doing sound setup. Because it's all over the shop.
Okay.
Needs time to do it.
Yeah. It does take time. It's like finding the perfect level for everything one by one.
Nice to gift, Tim. Plus, you got to remember, Hig, I'm not looking to stop the car. I'm looking to rotate the car. Thanks for following, Catcher.
Also, a throttle and brake solution should be getting shipped for me within the next couple days. Yeah.
Cool. What are you doing?
It's there's a European company. They make a hand control.
Oh,
that's
cool.
for sim racing. Yeah.
You offered to do any promo work with them, Martin?
I researched them. They never got back to me, so I just, yeah. I figured they seem like they're a pretty small company, so.
Yeah. Most of them are.
Company is called 3D Wrap.
Okay. Is it good to go to G9 49-inch? Yeah, if you want a single widescreen, yeah. No reason why not, Ken.
I'm rocking a 55-inch TV.
Triples would be better, in my opinion. For less money.
The best I could do would be doubles.
Yeah, I wouldn't run doubles.
Yeah.
I'd run an ultra wide over doubles.
I wouldn't mind swapping to my other TV though, honestly. Right, because I got two CVs side by side, one's on an angle, one's straight on.
Got you.
I'm currently on the angled one, because it was the one that was plugged into my PC. The seated position has been tricky.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You gonna get a? You need a table rather than a rig, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now I'm just mounted to my desk, but.
Yeah.
I'm slowly figuring out what I can do to improve it. Because I'm noticing, like, with the shape of my chair cushion, my elbows, like, I can't get in the proper arm position
Yeah, I
to
understand.
be able to do turns. So it's like, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what can I do with my chair to get in a good position that's comfortable for everything I need to do.
Yeah. Ken, Smoky Bar says if you're 100% sim racing triples, if you're playing other stuff, widescreen.
Unless that other stuff can also benefit from triples.
Yeah, I've
Like
played
Flight
Counter-Strike
Sim
and
or...
yeah, I've played COD with triples before.
I don't imagine that goes over well.
It was alright actually, I was getting about 160, 180 frames. They support triples. The last lap is interesting.
March 5th.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I understand people have opinions on how to brake in the car. At the end of the day, I might be slower, but it's what works for me. From 20th to last 2 laps were really interesting. 4 laps. You'd love triples, but your poor little 3080 struggled with a single. You've got your 3080 Ti set up wrong. Your 3080
Yeah.
Ti is set up wrong. I've run a 1080 Ti on triples at 110 frames a second.
I was gonna say, I got a 3060 Ti that could run triples easily.
You're doing something wrong, Chronic.
I'd check out your NVIDIA surround settings. That's probably what
Well,
it
he's
is.
only running a single screen. Yes, it is better because I'm running 168 degrees of view. I can look all the way from there to there. That's why it'll be better. Well, I'm happy to show you my graphics settings, Chronic.
Yeah. The being able to look to your side as opposed to move the camera would be nice. Just don't going too wide is crazy.
You're more in the car, Ken. Right. What's your processor, Chronic?
If he says anything less than 5th generation Ryzen, that's your problem.
Well, no, I run a 4th generation. 4th generation Ryzen on a 3090. A 9900K 5 gig all core. Have you got there's a setting with Intel that you need to turn off because what it does is it starts to shut down. It has power processors and power cores and efficiency cores, hasn't it? And it switches them off.
Yes, it does. You need to, I forget what it's called, but in your BIOS there's a hyper threading feature. They used to call it hyper threading. I don't know what it's called now.
Well, that 3080 Ti should have no problems whatsoever. 180, 200 frames a second, no problems on iRacing with decent settings. Here's my graphics settings.
I get 60 pretty flat.
Get your screen
and
grab
I'm
out.
on a 3060 Ti, so.
No, Ken, I was talking to Chronic over on the Tube. Oh, you're on Twitch, sorry.
The Barney.
The Barney. Tell me when you screen grab that, Chronic. Got that right. Okay, let's go to the other one. Tell me when you scream, grab that. Melcher Face J. I have a set of Husingfeld sprints as well, and I'm running these over the sprints. That's how highly I rate these. Tell me when you
We
got
just
that, Chronic.
talking about those the other day.
Yep. Yes, sir. There's a man from the south. You from Atlanta? Yes, sir. Melcher Face J. Thanks for following.
I always hated being called sir.
We have a Discord channel as well, and I'd love you to get involved in it. And I host a free car and a free track on a Thursday night, my time, which is Eastern Standard, is 3 p.m. And we're racing Bongo Racing. We're doing a competition against another streamer tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9 p.m. Wisconsin family from the south. Yeah, I worked in Atlanta. Yes, sir. You're very welcome, sir. Get in the Discord. Come join the Discord. There's 900 of us in there. It'll all help you. We have this on the tube. We have a podcast on the tube I'd love you to listen to. And we have the Barney Rubble channel as well. And we'd love you over there as well. If you want to stick a follow on all three, it'd be great. Go check out the podcast. I have a website as well, BillyOirish.com, and you can find all my stuff on there. Go check the podcast out. We also have, if the time zone works for you guys, we also have 3 leagues coming up. Oh no, you definitely go into hardware, something like that, Chronic. Post in hardware, and one of us will give you a hand. So on my website, he says, looking for his website. On my website, here we go. On my website here is all my links down here. And look, there's a bad picture that needs to be replaced. There's all my links. You can buy me a coffee. You can do Discord. You can do the purple channel. iRacing affiliate, so you can go through there, and they'll give you $10 to host the free races on Thursday, so you guys don't have to pay.
As long as you do what I didn't do, or what I didn't do, which is sign up for more than a month.
Yeah, you gotta buy an annual. Yeah. And then we have leagues. We got a Porsche Cup league starting on the 15th. That's open to everyone, and the sign up is there, and the calendar is here. So there's the calendar. So the first we're doing Adelaide. These are 30-minute races. And then we have GR86. All my own artwork.
I haven't seen the artwork yet. I should probably pull that up.
Yeah, GR86. I'll show you the portrait one. On the calendar for the GR86, here you go. There's our artwork for. See, I did the rising sun at Brands Hatch. See what I did there? See, it's like a combination of Japanese.
Oh yeah.
See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I really like that faded crinkly crunch overlay that's on it. That makes it look like it was a poster folded up.
That is a nice grunge texture for sure.
Yeah. So there's our tracks for Thursday night. That's free with an optional donation. And then on the end of the March, we have the Endurance League, which is a 2-man team, 4 hours per car, 4 hours, 2-man per car, 4-hour endurance racing. Sign up is there, and then the calendar is here. See, I did a calendar. It looks like an old poster type thing. You know what I mean? It looks like it's had the glue applied. Yeah?
That is nice. That is nice. Yeah.
That's 20 minutes. It's amazing what you can do. That was 20 minutes in Adobe. That was Adobe Express. Just found some stuff.
The craziness is there's people that are like, oh, you can do that with AI, and it's like, oh, if only you knew.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Grab the screen grab from race and threw it in. Right, lunch is calling. I'm out of here. I'm going to go find somebody to raid. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Do appreciate it. Stick a follow in. Really trying to grow the red channel. So if you can stick follows, they call it subscribe over there. It's free. Not looking for money from you. There you go. Later, taters.
Fair, to be fair, YouTube was first.
It was first, yeah. But I think they've kind of cornered themselves into that.
Yeah.
Rents the fence. Let's get the hell out of here. Right, I'm done. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Thanks very much. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Thank you for your help. I do appreciate it. And I'll speak to you in a couple of hours, dude. All the very best.
Yep.
Bye for now.